The Simpsons, Futurama, Pokémon. All this and more in the September 2025 cartoon preview. Before we get into September, let's take a look at an August title that got announced after I'd already prepped last month's video. Snoopy presents a summer musical, now available on Apple TV+. Snoopy's Summer Musical is a musical special about the joy and magic of summer camp and the importance of preserving what you love. Charlie Brown loves camp and is determined to make his final year special, but Sally, a first-time camper, is nervous and skeptical of the new and unfamiliar place. While everyone settles into camp, Snoopy and Woodstock discover a treasure map that takes them on a wild adventure nearby. Kicking off September on the 3rd, Comedy Central will premiere the 3rd season of the Beavis and Butt-Head revival, moving the series from its original home of Paramount+. The iconic animated duo of Beavis and Butt-Head are back and dumber than ever. The 90s pop culture phenomenons return to confound common sense, torment each other, and showcase some of the dumbest comedy imaginable. Season 3 will run for 12 episodes. On the 4th, Netflix will drop the second half of Pokémon Concierge Season 1, the first stop-motion Pokémon series. Set at the peaceful Pokémon Resort, the story follows Haru, a kind-hearted concierge learning life lessons through her daily encounters with Pokémon guests. The new episodes bring more heart, more Pokémon, and a whole lot of cozy vibes. The series is likely set to see 4 more 15-minute episodes. On the 8th, Netflix will launch Dr. Seuss's Redfish Bluefish Season 1, the first series in their upcoming World of Dr. Seuss slate. Redfish Bluefish is a preschool comedy which follows the adventures of an odd couple of 2 fish friends as they explore and introduce opposite concepts. Netflix will follow it up with 2 more Seuss series in the coming months, Dr. Seuss's Horton and Dr. Seuss's The Sneetches. On the 8th, PBS Kids will premiere the first season of Weather Hunters, a new animated STEM series for viewers aged 5 to 8 from Al Roker. The show is designed to support kids learning about earth science and meteorology through adventure and comedy to cultivate their awareness, curiosity, and caring about how weather and climate impact individuals, communities, and our global society. The series centers on an intrepid and observant 8-year-old weather detective who shares her investigations with her family and friends. It stars the voices of Roker, Holly Robinson Pete, and Cheryl Lee Ralph. On the 11th, Netflix will drop Wolf King Season 2, also set to be the final season of the series. Based on Jobling's hit books, the series follows Drew Ferrin as he comes of age and discovers he's the last in a long line of werewolves and rightful, yet reluctant ruler of a land governed by werelords. Drew must then fight to abolish the tyranny of the Lion Lords and reclaim the throne from King Leopold and Prince Lucas. In Season 2, Drew is fighting for his throne and facing enemies from all sides, as he learns the heavy burden of being king and the daunting task of choosing a queen. On the 15th, Futurama Season 13 lands on Hulu and Disney+. In the new season, Bender is rampaging out of control, a volcano is about to explode, Fry confronts a rival for Leela's love, and Dr. Zoidberg is rising up to heaven? The excitement might be too much! You've been warned! Unlike previous seasons, all 10 episodes will be dropped at once. However, episodes will run twice weekly on linear cable network FXX, also beginning on the 15th. Also on the 15th, Disney Junior will premiere the 3rd season of Firebuds. The series follows a team of young kids who are the children of first responders, living in the fantastical world of Gearbox Grove and Motopolis, where humans and their talking vehicle sidekicks work and play together. Season 3 introduces a new Aquabuds story arc and finds the Firebuds crew back with some new friends and equipped with new gear to use in daring water rescues. The series hits Disney Plus on October 29th. On the 18th, the latest animated Batman film, Aztec Batman Clash of Empires, premieres on HBO Max, before releasing on physical and digital home media on the 23rd. In a bold reimagining of the Batman legend set in the Aztec Empire, a young Aztec boy escapes to Tenochtitlan after his father is murdered by Spanish conquistadors. There he trains in the temple of the bat god Zinican and develops weaponry to avenge his father's death. Along the way, he encounters familiar figures like Jaguar Woman and the conquistador Hernan Cortez. On the 19th, Netflix will drop the first season of comedy horror Haunted Hotel. From Matt Roller, one of the writers from Rick and Morty, the adult animated comedy will centre on a single mother of two who struggles to run the Undervale, a hotel that happens to be haunted. Luckily, she has some help from her estranged brother, who is now one of the ghosts and thinks his fellow phantoms have some pretty good ideas. The series stars the voice talent of Will Forte, Eliza Coupe, Skylar Gisondo, Natalie Palamides, and Jimmy Simpson. On the 22nd, Disney Junior will premiere Superkitties Season 3. Superkitties is an adorable and action-packed series about 4 fierce and furry superhero kittens who are on a mission to make their town of Kittydale a more caring and wholesome place. Season 3 introduces the new Super Wild story arc, in which the Superkitties travel into the Kittydale wild jungle to adventure with their wildcat friend and new jungle critters. The series hits Disney Plus on October 1st. On the 26th, DreamWorks Animation's Gabby's Dollhouse the movie hits theatres. In the studio's second ever animation live-action hybrid feature, DreamWorks Animation elevates its global smash streaming series into its first ever cinematic adventure. In the film, Gabby heads out on a road trip with her grandma Gigi to the urban wonderland of Cat Francisco. But when Gabby's dollhouse, her most prized possession, ends up in the hands of an eccentric cat lady named Vera, Gabby sets off on an adventure through the real world to get the Gabby cats back together and save the dollhouse before it's too late. The film stars Layla Lockhart-Craner as Gabby, alongside Gloria Estefan and Kristen Wiig. On the evening of the 28th, Fox's animation domination lineup makes a grand return with 4 huge season premieres. First up, the block is headlined by the historic 37th season of The Simpsons and continues with Bob's Burgers Season 16, Krapopolis Season 3, and Universal Basic Guys Season 2. Episodes will also be available on Hulu and Disney Plus next day. And closing out the month on the 29th, Disney Junior will air the first of 2 2025 stop-motion Mickey and Minnie holiday songs specials. The first one celebrating Halloween. Crafted by Stupid Buddy Studios, the Halloween-themed short features Mickey, Minnie and the gang as they get into the Halloween mood. The special will also be available on Disney Plus from October 2nd. And that is all of the major animated releases for September 2025, and I want to know what you're most excited to check out this month. As always, join the conversation down below.